The topic is about the impact of media violence on aggression in children and adolescents. For example, media is a major part of modern life. So the children and adolescents use the media daily. Some violent content is common in media. So the media strongly influence the behavior, and these aggressions is a growing concern. There is some media violence, like media violence show a harmful behavior. It include the fighting, killing and bullying. So show in the TV, movies, games and internet often presented as entertainment. So there is some consequences are really realistic. There are some types of the media violence, like the television violence, the movie and carbon violence, the video game violence, and the social media violent content, and some online video and reels. There is some children and the media exposure, like children spend long hours with the media, and there is the limited ability to judge the reality as the fiction. There is easily influenced by the role models, and there are the initiate observe behaviors. So the brain still developing. There is some adolescent and the media exposure, like increased independency in the media choices, some greater exposures to violent content, some peer influence reinforce media impact. There is some emotional sensitivity during the adolescent and identifying the formation affected. So we can define the aggression like the behavior intended to harm the others, that can be physical or verbal. So may be directed or indirected, and can be impulsive or planned. So it has been influenced by the environment. This is the aggression among today youth. Theoretical background such as the social learning theory, the cognitive script theory, the desensitization theory, the excitation transfer theory, and the general aggression model. There is a form of the aggression like the physical aggression such as the hitting and the fighting, some verbal aggression like the insults and the threats, some relational aggression like bullying and exclusion, some cyber aggression, and some destructive behaviors. There is some social learning theory like proposed by the Albert Bandura. So the children learn by observing the others, and the media characters act as a model. So it has been rewarded. Violence is limited, and the famous Bobo doll experiments was a social learning theory. There is the cognitive script theory, like the media teaches aggressive scripts. So these scripts guide behavior in real life. Repeated exposure strengthen the script, and the aggressions become a learned response. So it's used during the conflict situations. There is some desensitization effects, like it reduce the emotional response to the violence. So the violence seem normal or acceptable, and there is the less empathy for the victim. So the increased tolerance to the aggression, and the moral sensitivity become decrease. There is some effect of the media violence on short term, like increase the aggressive thoughts, highlighted the angers and arousal. There is the immediate imitations of the behavior. There is some reduce pro-social behavior, and some increase hostile interpretations. There is also a long-term effect of the media violence, like persistent aggressive behavior, development of violent attitudes, increased risk of delinquency, reduced empathy over times, and the aggressions become habitual. There is the impact on the emotional development, like difficulty regulating emotions. It increased the irritability, the fears and anxiety symptoms, the reduced emotional sensitivity, and the poor coping skills. There is an impact on the social behavior, like increased bullying behavior, some poor peer relationships, reduced cooperations, increased conflicts, and weak social skills. There is some gender differences, like the boys exposed to more violent media. So the boys show more physical aggression, and the girls show relational aggression. So the media reinforcement gender stereotypes, and it affects seen in both the genders. There is the role of the family and the parents, like the parental supervision reduce the impact. A co-viewing help to understanding and the discussion of media content is protective. So it's setting screen times limit and modeling non-aggressive behaviors. There is some culture and social factors like culture norms influence the aggressions and community violence increase the vulnerability. Some social economic stress adds the risk and the peer group attitudes matters. So the media effect vary across the cultures. There are some preventive strategies like the media literacy educations, the age appropriate content selection, encouraging the non-violent media, promoting the outdoor activities, and in the same way school-based interventions program. So this topic is all about the how we use the media, and it has some preventive strategies to cope with the aggression in the society.